Good evening. Hello. Welcome to David's Kitchen. I'm David, and we're going to be cooking a stovetop pizza for $3, 10-inch pizza, which many people would probably say isn't possible, but I think it is. And I'm going to try to prove it to myself and to you that I can do it. Okay. Be sure to stay hydrated. It's very important to drink purified water. Protect your precious bodily fluids by drinking purified water. But do get a little alkaline in it. Sometimes you need some elements, some minerals. You want to mix that up. Hey, we're going to start with two different types of meat today. You can do either or. I'm going to do a little of each. I picked up this package of Hillshire Polish sausage, Hillshire Farm, and let me get a better light here. Closer to the light. Okay. And then I also have this Butterball turkey bacon, which is really an amazing deal. I look for the values. You see these marked down to 99 cents, the frozen section. This isn't even a full package. I would typically cook with half a package or 3 turkey kielbasa sausages. And that's a half a package. So this package was $2, so half of it's $1. So half of this package is technically 50 cents. So I'm just going to cook with half of this package, leaving some of this, and maybe 1 or 2 of the hot dog, or not, the sausages. Uh-oh, I said hot dog. Yeah, Sarah will not let me cook with hot dogs. The dreaded hot dog word, but if you do happen to have hot dogs, turkey is probably your best choice. And try to get it without steroids or hormones. All right. So in this particular case, I'm going to start with some of the bacon. Start with the meat, kind of look at what we're going to do on the pizza for the meat. I'm going to pull this out. I'll cut about half of it off. There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going to save one of those hot dogs for a lunch or something. Yeah, I make a mean $1 lunch with one of these sausages. And I'll cut up 2 of these. So basically about $1 in meat. No more than $1 in meat. And you can get a whole package of hot dogs for $1. So I'm going to slice these julienne style. About 1/4 or less per slice, 1/4 inch per less. And my hands are clean. I just washed them, so everyone's checking that out. So this is the meat component of the pizza, and I'm going to pre-cook this with onions. And I'm going to start up this pan in the back on level 3. This recipe is going to take some mozzarella cheese, too. So I've got a package of $2 worth of mozzarella I bought. This is a pretty good deal for mozzarella. Look around. Boy, that light. You know, I'm going to have to get another camera for the show. But this is typically a $3 package I got on sale for $2. So we'll use half of that package. All right, I'm turning that on in the back for level 3. All right. Oh, I love mozzarella, but you know, you've got to accept that, you know, Kraft is probably your standard brand. It's not the best, but if you find some really good stuff, one of the tricks you can do with mozzarella to make it taste better is when you're cooking the pizza at the final stage, add Parmesan. It kind of kicks it into a different flavor. Oh, I'm glad Gordon Ramsay's being very kind. Yeah, he's such an amazing chef in that he uses salt in almost everything he cooks. I would urge him to kind of go more toward lemon and lime and other alternatives, because salt is really a #1 killer in America and around the world. But the problem that he has is that, you know, he has to make food that tastes good. When people go to a restaurant, they want tasty, you know, and tasty means fattening and salty. I'm sorry, I'm not connecting. The buffering is all because of the censorship that's going on our network. This isn't technically kosher, but there is no pork in this dish. The sausage is Turkey or Polish kielbasa. The turkey bacon does not have any pork. So if you're a Muslim or a Jew, this will be a great meal for you. Yeah. You'll be saving some money and, you know, building your trust fund for the dowry for your daughter or something, or whatever you do with your money. Yeah, bull crap. It's Rosh Hashanah. Yeah, and welcome to the show, all of you. Yeah. Okay. Getting that pan warm. Going to spray it with this atomizer. Let me show it to you. It's a really good way to efficiently use oil. I love these things. Whenever they get clogged, I buy a new one. But I'm going to give it a couple jerks and spray it on the pan. Around and round we go. That's going to be your starter oil. We'll be using that again during this show. Let me rinse my hands off again and cut the bacon into small slices. All of this is going to make a really nice taste treat. Kind of go against the grain and just cut these little slices as they go. Nice. So this dish so far has got $2 in the component, roughly. But in my case, I'm gonna push it to the nth degree here. I may use a little less mozzarella just to save some money. But this is the real trick to this dish. It's organic crescent roll, non-GMO. I found these in the expired section. They're expired as of yesterday or 2 days ago. Or yesterday. It was expired September 20th, 2017. They were marked down from $4 to $1. So this is the third dollar in this component. So use a little less bacon, a little less pork, or a little less cheese, and we're going to sneak in an onion, okay, and a little garlic. Isn't that great? And 33 cents for a can of tomato paste. Okay. Here it is. I got this for 25 cents. I got it for $4 I got on sale. Look for these kinds of things. If you see these things at a wholesale food store, buy them in bulk. You can make tomato pasta sauce, and I'm going to show you how to make pasta sauce or pizza sauce. You can make anything out of this. You can make an entire spaghetti dinner out of this. It is pretty amazing, tomato paste. But, you know the ingredients in here? Ingredients, tomatoes. Yeah. You can't really see it. It says tomatoes on it. Nothing else. There's no cornstarch in here. Just tomatoes. And a very low salt content, I might add. 20 milligrams per serving, and there's 5 servings in here. So each one has 100 milligrams of salt, an entire thing. So this is going to be kind of a low salt pizza topping. Thank you. No, I got new lighting. You know, last week we didn't have a light on this side of my face, and for the past couple shows I've been going without a light over here. So I just threw a light in over here. Yeah, try to avoid MSG if you can. Tell Mr. Duterte that I saw a show where he talked on about the situation with the drug problem. And I'm going to urge him to lighten up on the marijuana sales in his country. But I understand why he's going around and killing all the drug dealers, even though it's pretty harsh to kill people because they're dealing drugs. Thank you. But I tell him I'm a little bit more sensitive to his situation. I've never been to the Philippines, so I don't know how bad it is. I don't do MSG. No, it's one of those things that you can get a heart problem. If you've got high blood pressure, if you take in lots of MSG, you could die. I saw a woman that had a big Chinese restaurant dish that just threw her over the top. Her blood pressure went up to 225 over 130. She nearly died. I trim everything. Yeah, thanks for asking. All right, so we're getting a hot pan back here, level 3. And here's that onion I factored into a position. Let's go ahead and cut the onion. Make a bisect it like that. That pan's getting nice and hot. That's a good thing. And that's going to be the pan we're going to make our pizza in, too. But I'm going to pre-cook these ingredients right now. Now, you can add mushrooms or anything from the refrigerator. I think I've got a couple of old mushrooms I'm going to throw in there. And I'm going to put a red pepper or a yellow pepper, 50 cents. So I think I'm going to have to readjust the price. And I didn't want to do this, but I know a lot of you are probably saying, yeah, you're not going to be able to pull this off. And you know, you're right. You're right. I can't do this for $3. I'm sorry. In all deference to the world economy and how things are going, I'm going to have to say $4. Okay? Yeah, I'm so sorry. And we'll just clear chat. Thank you. Let's take a look at, thank you. $4 is the price now. Yeah, you know, if you can do it for $3, go for it. But I have to have a pepper and some mushrooms in there. Okay? And I want a little higher grade of protein. I don't want to put crap in there. All right? And you may have to you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, why am I cooking these Organic Crescent rolls that Dave told me to buy on wholesale? Because he's saving me money. Now, you can buy regular ones for $1 for one of these things, like a Pillsbury. So it's not like I'm not telling you how to buy things that are very affordable. All right. Get those onions in there. Do a nice light chop. Kind of mince the onion. Okay. Going to go in a fry pan, and we're going to have a little splash of, yay! When it does that sizzle thing, you know it's good. And I've seen peppers for, this one I got for 50 cents, but technically you're going to be paying $1 for something like this. I mean, you got to really look around if you want to save in this day and age. Cut the head off of that. Pop the little end piece out. Go sideways. And take the seed ball and put it in the garden. Or compost it. One or the other. Okay, we are going to work on the audio problems in the show, but I'm not going to worry about it. So you'll have to put up with it. It smells good already. I love the smell of onions sizzling. Nice. Okay. Very good. And just throw all the peppers right in there. Okay. Without the seed. Then take the meat and put that right in there too. Give it a little spray of oil on the outside. We're going to put this cover on and we're going to cook it with infused Italian seasoning. Whoops. Hang on. This didn't really happen, did it? Okay. Whatever. Huh. I guess it did happen. Let this be a lesson to you. If you're ever in a situation where your laptop collapses on you and your camera falls over in the middle of a show, don't panic. I don't know, something on the webcam. Okay. All right, we're going. All right, we got a problem. Let me adjust the camera here. This is real time, folks. Let me see if I can get a quality control assurance. Yay, we're up and running. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, we're good. Okay. Take some Italian seasoning and throw in about a half a teaspoon in there. All right. Take my wooden spatula and move it around. Level 3 is good. Let's just cover the lid and let these flavors meld. Okay, we're going to render that down with a good steam. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're going to make a puree of pasta sauce out of these tomato paste containers. Now, normally pasta sauce will cost you $1.50 or more. So this is a significant savings. Plus, you're saving on a lot of the salt. The salt is a factor with a lot of these things. Hello, everybody. So we're going to take this barely lit tomato paste. Yeah, I'm due for a new camera, that's for sure. I can't believe we still got mileage out of that. So this stuff will last forever in a cupboard. It really is not a big deal to store long term. But man, it really rehydrates, and when you add water, it has that genuine tomato paste taste that you're looking for in a pizza sauce. So you take some of this filtered water I've got here, and fill up the can with 1 dose of that water. And then mix it around with the knife. You're going for a thick pasta sauce here. But not too, yeah, I think I have a little too much water. Go with a half a container of water. Yeah, you want a thick paste, but nothing like sauce. So go with a half container of water. Forget what I just said. I hope you got that. Okay, good. I'm going to take some of that Italian seasoning too, and let it sit in there with the paste. Another half a teaspoon. And that should do you for sauce, for spices. Except what I love most about a pizza is the taste of garlic. So I'm going to throw some garlic in there. So I'm going to throw about a teaspoon of garlic in the sauce. And since I'm here, I'm going to throw another full teaspoon of garlic into the cooking meat. So I did that just now. So a teaspoon in each. All right. Let that set up. See, that's a good consistency right there. I might add a little bit more water just to do it to consistency. There we go. All right. And whatever's in here that you don't use, you could just put that right in the pan and start steam cooking the meat with that water. Throw that in there. Now take your temperature up to 6. All right, so we go up to 6 again. That's going to be a really fast steam cook of your primary ingredients that go on your pizza. The crescent roll mix. I've done this before. You can basically roll these things out. And you can do it on flour. So if you have any Wonder flour or anything, this product works really well. Just flour your breadboard like that. And I think I don't know how to open these. Yeah. That's the one thing I don't know how to do. I'm not really sure. Does anybody know how to open these things? I think they're just papers, so you can saw into it. Okay, let's give that another stir back there. Mix that garlic in, infuse it with the peppers and the onions. Brown the meat. That's wonderful. Okay, I've got a saw blade here. See if I can saw into it. Yeah, it saws right in. Okay. All right. Oh, and it's popping right out. Look at that. Okay, I'm ready to turn off the sauce and back. You turn it all the way off. Let it set. Completely shut down the flame. See how nice that pulls out? So it's got another one in there too. Preferably, I don't eat any of the cardboard, but you know, I bet the cardboard's got fairly good nutrition. Yeah, there's the other one. All right, this is an organic, non-GMO crescent roll mix. Look at that. Look at that. Can you believe that? All right. I've got a thing here called a bread roll. And we're going to go ahead and push that bread down, making sure that there's no cardboard in it. There we go. But before I do that, I'm going to take a little touch of this Italian seasoning just to dust it. Put a little Wonder flour on that. Now, yes, Wonder is not I don't know if it's GMO or not, but I'm going to kind of infuse a little bit of the Italian seasoning into it. Just a touch, because it's pretty strong. Okay, good. Right on. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll this out, dusting it with a little flour. Come on. Now this is going to be a real pain in the neck. This is the part that you don't want to do. Yeah, this is really kind of a problem. Now, if you want to buy one of those, those. Hang on. Yeah, if you want to get one of those pre-made crusts, you can do that. This is kind of a good way to do it. Just apply a lot of pressure. Kind of like you're massaging your lover. Hello, lover. Hi, lover. All right. Oh, yeah, that's good. Working those massage muscles. Don't toss any salads when you're doing this. It would get water on it. All right. Oh, you know, so you're getting a little sticky on that breadboard. That's why they call it a breadboard, folks. It's not just a chopping board, it's a breadboard. You're going to have to put a little dust on that, little flour from your flour collection. This is the part that really, really takes a lot of effort. And man, I'm getting a workout in my upper torso, yeah. Hey, over here. I'm over here. Follow me. Thank you. All right. Yeah, see how much exercise I'm getting here? I'm trying to get 10 inches out of this sucker. I think I'm going to get it, man. A little more flour on there. Rotate. All right. Yeah, it's coming along. It's turning into a square. That's okay. All right, we're getting there. I'm trying to make a thin crust, so it's taking a little effort. Bear with me, folks. Glory be to the crust. Praise it. And we will put a little lard on the pan when we will cook the bottom of this. The lard will spray onto the pan. Yeah, I'm trying to get a more rounded 10-incher here. So pulling and stretching and rubbing and all right. Getting the pre-made crust, it was so easy. There were like 2 GMO crusts sitting there for 50 cents at the wholesale food store. And I said to Sarah, I'm going to try this recipe again with the crescent roll thing. And the real problem is getting it to roll out. That is a problem. So a little bit more flour, you know. All right, we're almost there. I know this is the boring part, but hey, you know. As long as it'll fit in the 10-inch pan, that's all that matters. Okay. I think I've got it. Hi, the pizza man. So you're basically a pizza guy in your kitchen. Your kids are going, I don't have any kids, but your kids are going, Dad, you're making a pizza. Yeah, it's so easy, you know? You could be my children. All right. Wash the hands. And use the paper towel. All right, let's do this. All right, so we have a situation where I need a bowl. There it is. My trusty bowl, I put anything I want to store in. Set that there. Your Chef Boyardee, yeah, like that. Okay. All right, so hey, we're almost there. Okay. I'm going to take the ingredients that are in the stovetop and put them in the bowl. All the ingredients. So put it all right in there. Nice. While the pan's hot, it doesn't have to be perfect. While the pan's hot, I'm going to put some more olive oil on there, virgin olive oil. I'm going to take the flame up to level 3 again. Here we go. And I'm going to take this beautiful piece of crust, once that pan is hot, and lay it on top. So it should be interesting how I lay it on top when the pan is hot. So I'm bringing the temperature up right now. And I'm going to try to cook it on one side so that we at least have one side cooked, and then we'll flip the crust, and then we'll load the ingredients. And then what we're going to do is completely cover it up. And this is going to be like a 1-2 punch. So the first order of business is to get this thing to get cooked on one side. So it's not a dirty cooking spray, no. This is a natural organic olive oil. I purchased it in bulk. You know, I would use the Chef Boyardee kit, but again, if you used hot dogs, you could pull this off for $3. But hey, admittedly, not everybody has really good quality ingredients when they make a cheap pizza. So I rolled a dough, and it was good. Yeah, it does look kind of pre-ready. It's just sitting there. This is the spatula I'll be using to lift it, so it doesn't break. It's got a good thin consistency. It's overall it's pretty good. It's just I don't want to break it up. I'm just going to leave it. Okay, so that pan has to be hot, as in really hot, so it's still not there yet. it has to actually have a splash of water, has to sizzle. So I'm going to spritz a little water on it to get the sizzle before I throw it on there. Otherwise, that crust will sit there and just, you know, get warm. No, this is a crescent roll, but you're right. If that was regular flour with baking soda in it or something. Yeah. What I did was exactly that. You know, I kneaded it and I pressed it out. And these crescent roll things, I've done this before, are absolutely simple to make. You're tired of just pulled my well, 200 feet of pipe full of water along with the pump. Wow. You really are? Man, that's a lot. You just pull your entire well pipe out, huh? Well, they're not croissants. They're the recipe, the product. Where did it go? Whatever. Here it is. It's called Immaculate Conception. Organic crescent rolls the way the Lord would want. Yeah. I added the conception part. This is honestly delicious. USDA organic, non-GMO. And these are crescent rolls. So it's not croissant, but isn't croissant crescent in French? Maybe you could answer that. You may speak French. A crescent croissant roll. Okay. All right, I think we're almost there. Let me splash some water in there. Oh, yeah. You get that spritz going. So I'm going to throw this right on the grill. Give it a little shake. And cook it at level, take it up to level 6 now. You want to caramelize it so it gets a little brownness to it. And then flip it over. But when you flip it over, you have to add more oil to the bottom of the pan. Home Depot will be closed by the time I can drive there. We have no water. This sucks. Oh, man. So your water pipe broke somewhere near your well, so you had to pull the whole pipe out? Maybe. I don't know. I've never made it. Well, I've made it before. Sarah didn't like it because I used really bad crust material. But this crust material is looking pretty good. I think I might need a little more oil into there. I don't want it to stick. You know, it's popping up on its own. So what I'm going to do is I put the oil under there. I'm just going to cover it up right now and let it rise. And I'm sure it'll have a quick cook. That's a 10-inch pan. I measured it. I got a tape measure out, and I measured the pan just for your purposes, because I knew you were OCD, suffering from some sort of a fixation. So it's interesting. Donald Trump is now ramping up the war of words. Now threats and words that are enticing. Like, we're going to force the international community to force Kim Jong-un to the bargaining table. I mean, how did this guy ever negotiate a deal? Well, I know how he negotiated deals. It was his way or the highway. I mean, and either you bowed to Donald Trump or you didn't get the deal. Well, that's not negotiating. And I'm not sure where he learned his negotiation skills, but this guy he's going off in a tangent. It's not going to help what he's doing. Okay, $4 is, uh-oh, we got a phone call. Hang on. Oh. I thought it was Mr. Green Jeans. Yeah, I know that Mr. Green Jeans doesn't call anymore ever since the Captain Kangaroo show stopped. And it's not Mr. McFeely at Mr. Rogers' show. He doesn't call anymore. So I'm picking up where they left off. Captain Kangaroo, Mr. Rogers, David's Kitchen. It's kind of a natural progression, don't you think? Yeah, he can't take a pinch of criticism, sadly, Trump. It's a bad trait when you're president. I agree. I take criticism all the time. People call me names. Of course, I don't like it, but I take it. Hang on, I've got to sneeze. Oh. That means I have to get a new rag. I can't wipe my hands with that old rag. You know, they call these paper towels in our country, but they could be rags in your country. You may want to rinse them out. I've actually wondered if it was possible to rinse these things out. Okay, I'm going to look at that pan now. Oh, yeah, it's ready to flip. Okay. That's far enough. Okay, just enough to get brown. Perfect. Okay. You got this on vision? Okay, here we go. We're going to flip it over, spray underneath. Like that, see? Heavily spray this thing. Whoa! Okay, turn the temperature down to low. All the way to low. Okay. Now we're going to decorate it with the tomato sauce. Okay. Smooth it out. Drop the entire container of meat sauce on top. Cover it up. Keep it on low, mind you. Do not have a high flame now. You went from high to low. You got the brown. We browned it. The cheese is coming. Everything's kind of cooking right now, slowly. I got the oil under there. It's like fried pizza, yeah, but it's very tricky because you got to get those ingredients in there just the right time. And I put a lot of oil down. You saw me spray it. But hey, you know, this is a way to make pizza on the stove. The other time I made it, it was over in a convection oven, and that was really good. But this you can just cut with you bisect it in 4 ways and make 4 meals out of it. Everybody gets a big piece of the crust. And it's like a full meal, that quarter piece. Yeah, you can use an open oven pan. Yeah, you know, I don't know if you know, but I just saved about 25 cents in electricity because those ovens get hot. If it's wintertime, yeah, pipe up your oven and cook 3 loaves of bread too. But this will not be so good, I'm thinking. No, it's great. It's like a big pizza pie. It really is good. You know, the brown is now on the upside with the tomato sauce on it. And the meat sauce is on top of that. And it's just sitting there, cooking on low. So what I'm going to do is take a container of mozzarella right here. Take 1/2 or so of the container. And I also recommend getting a little Parmesan on there. So shake some Parmesan on the top of the meat sauce before you put the mozzarella on. We'll do that right now. Good. Okay. Yeah, it's perfect. Just cover the whole thing with mozzarella. You won't even need half a package to do this. That's why you can save some money on the mozzarella. You can probably make 3 pizzas out of 1 package. Okay, totally doused with mozzarella. Cover it up. Keep it at low. All right. We'll let that cook a little bit longer, and we'll look at the top when it's all melted, and I'll show you the whole finished product. Yeah. Kind of like a Papa Murphy's. But not really. I think their base price is about $9 for the pizza. Little Caesars is $6 or $5.99. Yeah, I recommend it, you know, and I use the really good the Crescent roll mix. So it was really tasty. It's going to be very good. This is better than, this is all natural. I mean, I had a homemade organic pizza made by a friend of mine before he died. He passed away. It was the funniest thing. He was a nice guy. I knew him here in the area. I met him. He had cancer, and he lived another 2 years after I met him. Anyway, he invited me over to his house and served me an organic pizza. And then he started talking about God. And I swear it was the best organic pizza I've ever had. Just everything, all the ingredients were just fantastic. And he started talking about God, but he wouldn't mention God per se because he was really a Jehovah Witness. And he really wanted to say Jehovah. and then they didn't sell me on that, so they tried to sell me on Amway products. And that didn't work out. So then we went to Melaleuca. And by the time I got out of the evening, they convinced me to sign up to at least a starter package of Melaleuca. So I ended up buying about $200 worth of Melaleuca. And that's like Amway. Yeah. So the organic pizza he served me was really way more expensive than it didn't cost me my soul, and I didn't have to become a Jehovah Witness. Yeah. But they did get me on a sale, I'll tell you. I went for the Melaleuca. So I guess the moral of the story is if you serve somebody something, they're going to ask you for something, right? That's bottom line. I mean, come on over for it. It really was one of the best. I guess it was chicken breast, organic chicken with onions and garlic, and it was just incredible. Okay, I want to see if that's melted by now. Nope, not quite. It's still cooking. Keep it on low until you're ready to turn it off. And the bottom will be done. The bottom will be cooked because it hit that pan pretty hot, and it'll toughen up. But by the time this thing is warmed in the oven or on the stove, and you can literally set it on warm feature. We have a melt feature, which I'm going to set it on. Or simmer. You can set it on simmer right here. But in about 10 minutes, right around the start of our show, it will be pretty much done. Yeah. Yeah, the obese category is pretty easy to get to if you're living off caviar and lobster. Oh yeah, you could easily gain weight. I had to really cut back when I was taking care of my father who had cancer. It was a 12-year battle he faced, and yeah, I saved some turkey sausage for another time here. And I even saved some turkey bacon if I want to make a breakfast. I'll just put all this right back in the freezer, literally. But I took care of my father. It was quite a... It was quite an experience in terms of having to maintain a low-salt diet for him because he had heart disease, eating foods that were antioxidants because he was fighting cancer. Well, no, it's just that people get cancer in your life. You'll see people in your life that... Melaleuca trees are an invasive species that have moved into the Everglades, really. It was later labeled invasive destructive, now it's being eradicated. When it blooms, it smells like Burger King French fries. Well, Melaleuca is apparently something they use in Australia as a curative product. And then this company that was selling Melaleuca products back then was, I don't know. You know, at this point, if you can get a bag of frozen chicken, Tyson is now going no steroids on their chicken. No hormones and steroids. I thought that was really amazing. I saw a Tyson package of frozen chicken thighs. It says no steroids or hormones. So they're working toward natural preservatives and not adding no preservatives and no steroids or hormones. You don't want hemorrhoids in your chicken, because if you get hemorrhoids in your chicken, that's really bad. And what chicken are we getting now with Trump allowing chicken from China? We don't even know if it's chicken. It could be dogicken, or catchin. We don't even know what it is. All right, so guest chat was off for a long time, folks. Let me give guests a little chance to talk here before we start the show. Oh, now my feature doesn't work. Yeah, see, there you go. Same problem. I can't start guest chat. Thanks, Mark. Chickadee chicken, the Chinese chicken, the Chinese dog. Yeah, when your chicken has hemorrhoids, you don't want to eat that. Avoid hormones and steroids in the chicken, too. You've got 39 Navy seamen out there eating a nice halal meal on the Pacific Coast. Enjoying your cast. Thank you, David Spongy. Got our vote, big guy. Thank you, man. Lead us to a future, bright future that you were meant to do on this earth. Thank you so much for your vote of confidence, guys. That means a lot to me. It does. I know you guys, you really are helping maintain our security out there, and your work is not forgotten here in the States. We've got a president that uses his mouth too much. And they always say that loose lips sink ships. Well, I'm a little concerned. And I was concerned when he telegraphed the location of our fleets and told President Duterte where we were sending our fleets. Like, you don't tell other leaders of world leaders locations of our fleets, Donald. I'm amazed that Mattis is putting up with him. I know that John Lewis is very upset. They're all kind of wondering what the hell's going on here. Yeah. So we're about ready to look at the pan and take a look at the final result here. Checking the news. I haven't really looked at the news today. All right, we're going to close out of that. Okay. January of 2017. No, Sarah's still out and about. She comes home at her own pace. You know, we're not pushing for a specific time. Pretty casual evening. All right, it is quiet. Yeah, just me and the mozzarella. Me and the mozzarella. I've got a great view out the window. I don't know if you guys can see this, but let me see if I can put the camera up for you. I don't think you can see the mountains there. No. But I have a beautiful view of the skyline. I think the brightness control on this is too hot. And we did bring a plant in here. Isn't that cute? We got a little kitchen here with fun stuff. All right, so this is the end of the cooking period. I'm going to show you the finished product now. Again, you can cook this and then leave it on the stove and then reheat it if you want to. Voila! Da, 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 da. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Okay, I shuffled underneath and it's perfect. That's 4 nice meals. Look at that. You just take it like this. And you've got each wedge is a different meal right here for somebody. Perfect. Oh yeah, look at that crust. Can't really see it under there. Well, you can't see it there either. Sorry. All right, well, you get the idea, guys. I've got at least 2 meals there ready to go. Top it off with a little Parmesan to serve, and you're good to go. I'm going to cover this up and have it later. Awesome. Fantastic. Signing off here. We're going to close that down. Yeah, it worked out really well. I think it was perfect timing. I was quite impressed. Yeah. So we had a stovetop pizza, $4 for a 10-incher. Each quadrant is a separate meal for somebody. So 4 meals for $4. Thanks so much for coming in. We'll be in the show in 3 minutes. I'm going to sign off the recorded broadcast, and I'll be up and running in about 15 seconds. So refresh when I get there. Take care.